It was needed. It's fun to see too.
The thing is, Sean is usually the guy that kind of like one of the guys tries to keep you calm, you know.
He is. That's why I didn't grab him. If Sean doing that,
that's the reason.
That's the reason he's doing that. So that's good.
Yeah. Jimmy, you've said like sometimes when you get 73 or we think the series, it's more for you than for the other team. Like it's more to motivate you and your team.
Yeah, I very seldom say something to get at somebody else. It may come off that way, but I very rarely do that. People take it that way, and I understand why. And, like, I don't lose any sleep if someone do take it that way. I just sleep the same old place, same old do what I do. But, a lot of the times I say stuff that's easy for me.
Is it for you or for this team? Like,
sometimes a little bit of both. Sometimes it's for myself. Sometimes it's for our guys. It depends on the situation or how I'm feeling that day or how I'm reading the situation of what's going on with us. It depends.
Why is that? Like, do you think the team needs that sometimes? Like, maybe?
I think you definitely need that sometimes. It's a challenge. And one thing we always say is we're playing against ourselves. We're not playing against anybody else. We feel like if we play our best basketball, we can beat anyone. And so it's a challenge within, and how are we going to live up to that challenge? And especially if it's one of your own challenges, then it's us. It's kind of between us, So I don't know. I've kind of always been that way.
Like as much fun as you guys have, is it so much? Like sometimes there's a tendency to be complacent, or not complacent, but sit on it.
I think I don't care who you are. At some point or another, you're going to go through some complacency issues. That's human nature, So everybody telling you how good you are, eventually you're going to feel like you're that good. And, we don't have that problem much, because everybody's always talking about how good we are. But if you're winning so many games in a row, you kind of say, whatever, they just talking just for some attention. And then you still can kind of become complacent. So you need that sometimes.
Is it a challenge to maintain the glass is half full, but you guys convince yourself the glass is half empty, and this is a must-win game? It worked against the Houston Rockets, and that's the mentality you guys are entering this game with. Is it a challenge to kind of twist what's actually going on and convince yourself that you're in dire need of winning right now?
I think you're supposed to go into every game like that, because one game can change the playoff series. It's not like you're playing one game against a team and it's over. One game can change the entire look of the series. We've seen that throughout the course of this entire playoff. So whether it's everybody saying, OKC don't have a chance to them winning last night, now everybody like, they can close it out. Whether it's Portland being down 2-0 and all of a sudden they win game 3, and then Blake and CP is hurt. Now all of a sudden everybody like, now they don't have a chance. So we've seen that throughout this entire series with us when Steph went down. Throughout the entire playoffs, and you have to take that mentality because you don't know what's going to happen if we lose game 5 going into game 6. You don't know the outlook and how you're going into that game. So you have to approach every game like it's a must-win game in the playoffs because it is.
But just following up, what is the mentality of a clinch game? You guys, a lot of teams have trouble in clinch games. You guys don't. What makes a team successful in a night like that where you got a chance to step up?
I think you got to just go in. You got to be completely locked in. You don't go into series clinching games trying to come back from down. You don't go in not ready to go. You go in a game like, all right, this is our chance. We got to close the series out. And I think we've done a good job of being ready for these games. And we got to do it tonight. This is a team that they're not going to quit. So a lot of people's looking at it and saying, Draymond said they're done. I didn't say they were quitting. And I don't think they're quitting. That's a team who, when you look at them this season, everybody had them projected to win 25 games or less. And I don't know how many they won, but they won a lot more than 25. And they're not going to quit. They're going to continue to battle. But like I've stated before, we feel like if we come out and put our best foot forward, then nothing else matters. And that's always been our mentality. Come out and do what we do. You know, if we do what we do, everything else will take care of itself. So that's our mentality tonight, but also knowing that they're going to come out ready to go. They're not just going to come out later on.
What do you make of you've been in the Spurs series, right? What do you make of the way that series has turned?
You know, that's one thing with OKC. You always know that they always have a chance. You know, they obviously KD and Russ. You know, they're two guys. They can get it going with the best in the league. You know, and so I always view them as like they're never out of anything. You know, and they've showed that in the series where they were down 2-0, now all of a sudden they're up 3-2. I think that's how. No, they were down 1-0.
Yeah, 2-1.
Yeah. So you know, they know how to battle, and that's kind of been the makeup of those guys for years now. It doesn't surprise me that they're in the position that they're in because you know they can always get it going.
Draymond, from what it's like to see Steph from a star to a supernova.
Incredible.
So, what does Steph surprise you the most during all these years?
What does Steph?
What surprised you the most? What surprised you the most
Oh, what
about what Steph
surprised me
has
the
done in
most?
recent years?
I mean, nothing's a surprise, you know, because I see the amount of work that he puts in on a daily basis. You know, he's one of the guys who, you know, last guy leaving the court, you know, and they're getting extra work, you know, so it doesn't surprise me that anything, you know, because I know he has that killer instinct. I know he wants to be great. And a lot of people talk about wanting to be great, but scared to put the work in. He actually puts the work in, so it doesn't surprise me.
Would people be surprised, I mean, because you guys are so different outwardly, would people be surprised to understand how much you guys are alike?
Yeah, you know, absolutely. And maybe that's, you know, we carry ourselves a little different.
Right.
You know, that's
A little bit.
no surprise.
Right.
You know, but I think that will surprise a lot of people. But at the same time, it's one of the reasons why he's one of my best friends, you know, because we understand each other. We understand that competitiveness and doing whatever it takes, you know, to get to a certain level. So it doesn't, I mean, it'll surprise a lot of people, but it doesn't surprise, you know, us and why we are the way we are.
Which one of you guys hates to lose more?
I don't know.
That's a tough one, huh?
It is a tough one. Yeah, that's tough. I know how much I hate to lose. Like, you know, I also know how much he hates to lose, so it's tough.
You're not much of a guy who wants the community system.
Yeah, that's one of those ones where, you know, it's about helping others. You know, I view everything as, you know, it's about helping others. And you know, obviously to be in the running for that award, that means you're helping someone. So, you know, I don't really care about basketball awards, but that means you're helping better someone else, like helping put a smile on someone's face. That one's pretty cool.
Thank you.